Hi, it's Michelle, holistic health coach at Embrace Life Balance, and I'm stopping in today to take you on an adventure, and that would be a sprouting adventure. I don't know if you've enjoyed sprouts. I love sprouts. I love to add them to salads, sandwiches, maybe on top of a hamburger, just to grab a handful of them. And so I was going to show you how easy it is to sprout at home. And a few things that you will need is, of course, you need some raw unsprouted seeds, beans, nuts, legumes, grains, and also you will need, I use canning jars, and I like the wide mouth canning jars because once they've sprouted, it's easier to get them out of the jar than the regular lids. So I like those, and they're easy to sterilize because you do need to sterilize your equipment to make sure that there's no contaminants. You have to be very careful with sprouting at home for contamination. And then I also use the sprouting lids that I purchased on Amazon, and just a tip, I had bought these, they were a little bit cheaper, and they're all plastic. They don't seal very well, so then I went and I actually purchased the ones that have the stainless steel screen in them, and I found that they've worked better. A couple of measuring spoons and a fine strainer, and that's it. It's really pretty simple. So why would you sprout your seeds or your grains, nuts, legumes? There's a couple of really beneficial reasons to do that. In the first place, it helps us absorb the nutrients from those foods. Seeds, grains, nuts, they have a natural protection that protects them from pests and that sort of thing. And when you soak them and sprout them, it breaks that down, which makes it easier for us to digest them and also easier for us to absorb the nutrients. And it also increases the nutrient value. It also will increase the fiber content, which is great because, of course, we all know we need fiber. And then if you're doing like wheat and those grains that you bake with, soaking them and sprouting them and then again drying them and grinding them into flour can break down the glutens. So some of the beneficial factors. And then it also might increase the enzyme and antioxidant value in those seeds, nuts, beans, legumes, all of those. So really, to get started, you'll want to, like I said, sterilize your jars, which I've already done, and then choose the ones, the seeds, whatever it is that you're sprouting. I've got some buckwheat groats that I like to sprout and then use for breakfast hot cereal. And then I've done some alfalfa and also some broccoli seeds that I'm going to sprout. And over the next couple of days, I'm just going to keep posting a short video to show you how the seeds progress and how the sprouting progresses. So I've rinsed them. First of all, you want to rinse them really, really well. Pick out anything that looks a little bit strange, that doesn't belong. So kind of sort through them. And then strain them really well and put them into your jars. And then you're just gonna, I use filtered water, so you're just gonna add your filtered water, just to cover them. It doesn't have, you don't have to fill the jar. You just want to cover the seeds a few inches, because of course, as they absorb the water, they're going to expand. So you want to give them room to expand. I have learned just by trial and error. You'll notice the alfalfa sprouts. The alfalfa seeds are the smallest seeds that I'm using, but yet I've put them in the largest container because a tablespoon of alfalfa seeds will turn into a lot of sprouts. And so just from trial and error, I've learned that, and you'll do the same as you learn, what size of a container you need and really how many you want to sprout. Like I've got a 1/4 cup of the buckwheat groats that I'm going to sprout, and that'll probably take me through, a couple of breakfasts. So, and then I like to alternate. Like I'll start some sprouts today, And then I'll add, in a couple days, I'll add a couple of different sprouts so that they're sprouting at different times, and so I have a continuous supply of the sprouts. So we're just going to have these soak, and there's, you know, different times and for different seeds and beans. I tend to need to be sprouted a little bit longer, but we're going to let these sit, and then tomorrow we'll come in and I'll post a short video where you rinse them, because you have to rinse them every day and strain them. And so today, though, we're just going to leave them here to soak, and then tomorrow we'll do our first rinsing, and we'll strain them and then let them sit to kind of begin the process. And it's surprising, it doesn't really take that long before you get sprouts. So we should have some sprouts showing by, you know, 3 to 4 days. So anyway, this starts our sprouting adventure, and I hope you join me and find the benefits of sprouting. And any questions, please post, and I will answer your questions in the comments. But thanks for stopping by, as always, and I enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.